Hello, this is Chaos, going live with some Spire. I'm going to click some Watcher until I get bored or hungry, and then I will either stop streaming or play a different character. But these are fine. Shop? Am I just rich? I'm just like rich, take 3 hallways, do a shop. Fire, elite, burning elite, fire. Yeah, this is... I'm rich. Even for damage, I'm rich on this path. Vigilance, Miracle, Double Strike. Because we can block 13, take 5. Or we can do this, take 4, and be, like, better set up for killing, yeah. We block. We are missing Eruption, but at least we're not weak on the time we draw it, and hopefully we can just kill. Yes, we can. Bonk. Hey, Prof. Monkus. How are we doing today? I'm pretty sure I Bowling Bash here. Is Limbo visible? I've been told to stop picking Flurry. Yeah, I just felt like it. Like, I play her in rotation sometimes, and I play her offline. It should say viewing, as in, like, you're watching, you're viewing as just, like, a bad joke of similar-ish title. But... I'm not going to say anything about that goal. 14. That's kind of annoying that these both really high rolls. Like... we're always doing this, taking 1, and I think we do just play this, and we just go for the higher damage one. I don't want to take this 1. After, like, taking damage and just having all of this garbage. We always draw a strike next turn, so it's fine to end in Wrath. Good pots. I don't want Conclude, having taken Bowling Bash. I hate Conclude. And this is because I don't tend to win runs that don't have Meditate or Vault anyway, and if I have Meditate or Vault, I don't want Conclude. And if it just doesn't kill, like, I'll take it sometimes over Skip if I haven't had, like, good early floors. But I have had a good early floor. I have added a good damage card, and I have got Act 2 event protection. So I'm thinking Simmering Fury, just on a, like, it says Draw and Wrath on it. I probably do overpick this card, but I'm also just a fan of first Wrath entry, just in general, on any character, on any run. Any character? Very weird comment, but I'm hoping we get to kill with this. We indeed do. Okay. Flurry now. I also don't hate Crush Joints. It's kind of nice with Simmering Fury. If I do take it, this is it for me taking attacks. I don't like Flurry with Simmering Fury, because it kind of... Flurry does the job of... The main advantage of Flurry, when you're taking extra stance change, is it comes back without you needing to draw it. But this gives you the draw when you're entering Wrath, so I don't think I want it. Crush Joints is, like, this is a skill played... Like, I'll quite often end my turn with this, and then... That means that you enter Wrath, you draw more cards, and you find the Crush Joints. And on a map where we're, like, taking a good amount of fires, even if I'm quite possibly resting here if I don't, like, get a good relic in the shop, just because double elite. Probably want a fire potion and a good relic or something to not rest here. It would be upgrade Eruption as well. But I think I get to upgrade this act, and 2 vulnerable v1 vulnerable is quite good. Is it? I buy upgrades. I just think it's lesson learned over Toxic Egg, because, like, it's 100 cheaper. So I just think I'd buy this and defend remove. That's made the deck a lot better. I could buy Trip, which if I hadn't taken this would be good, but I think it's just a bit superfluous alongside. I don't want the I don't want the lucky. I mean, I don't want any of these attacks. I don't want any of these cards. I mean, these two are also attacks, but like, I might take a battle him on like this floor if I'm scared of Slimbo, but I'm not. I'm already not, and it's way too early. I'm not going to buy it this early. Yeah, I think Trip's the most interesting thing. I could trade Speed Pot for another Fear Pot or a Block Pot. I think I might buy a Block Pot. That's just 12 HP, and then I upgrade Eruption and think I'm just stronger. Because mainly what I'm looking for is Sentries mitigation. But I do have the Bowling Bash, so as long as I can like get myself some HP protection, I think we'll get to up. Pretty sure. I probably just buy the Rushdown. Is that true? Is that actually better than Empty Mind? I want another exit. And this also says draw on it. I mean, it says Empty Mind on it, which is generally a good reason to click it. I think Rushdown is worse when you get Simmering Fury, and like part of the reason this is probably the worst Wrath entry is you kind of want to just find the Rushdown and not need this to be drawing you, and not need the next turn conditional. But I think I'd just click Empty Mind. If I hadn't bought the Block Pot, I would have bought this Vajra or the Fire Pot, and I'll be in a better position. But we didn't know there was going to be a shop here. Like, I can't quite remember what the actual statistics on question mark are, but this was second one, so it wasn't like really high chance. I was just assuming it was going to be a dead floor, like, you know, Serpent. I think I buy Empty Mind over Skip. Not going to respect Knob too much. Basically because of this. I'm just going to throw this. I should have played the thing last, though, because I have a Crush Joints in my deck. But it shouldn't matter. Right, this is 30. That's 27. We're too short. I think we just kill. I don't want to take this damage. Wait. This doesn't change that. This just blocks for 8 while doing the same thing. Yeah, we just kill, particularly with this draw pile. Right, we can play this for free, but... Wait. Okay, I'm actually just gonna save Scum because I said that, and then but I forgot of the thing. I'm such... It's a while since I've done, like, Watcher, particularly this early in the day. But I am gonna do every other bit of the line the same. Because I was like, this is lethal, I'm fine, but I can't do the lesson learned. And... Okay, we're fine. Mental Fortress thing. I'm going to key that. I think I'm just going to key that. I don't like Cursed Key on Watcher, is one of the things. And maybe I'm going event hunting a little more. I don't want to go event hunting with the lesson learned. Yeah, I'm going to key that. I think I'm going to play these. We're going to hold the Miracle for next turn. And just, like, assume that somehow we can do things. Yeah, we're fine. Right, so this is 30, 42. So we need to play all 4 of these to kill one. Max HP sentries is kind of very, very scary for Watcher. If we end in Wrath, we can get 20... Well, this is 14... Call it 28, 48. So I think we do Vigilance and Eruption back to get the stance change. So we get 16 block. We lose 9 damage, but we gain 16 block, which seems worth it. We do need one of them to be lower, but I think what we do is we Vigilance, Eruption middle, and then spam strikes on the outside, and then we can kill both an outside and an inside next turn. And I think we just take this HP now. We still take like 8 overall, putting us in meat range. Oh, that didn't do it. Yeah, fine. I really should have calculated that properly. Because these need to die. We need to kill this or draw an exit. We got both. Right. Don't die next turn, and I think we're just good for the run. I mean, pretty good. Gurya. Scroll. Fires? Heavy fire path, anyone? Am I doing any upgrades before I lift? I probably do the scroll. Our deck has a lot of draw and not any energy. So I think I do this, and like if we see hammer, we're very happy, particularly with like lesson learned, but this scroll wants upgrading. So I think we upgrade scroll here and we lift at both of these and we hope that we meet our way through the rest of that. Like meet our way back for Slimbo. Okay, so we have not got huge amounts of damage next turn. Right, we're not going to be in Wrath. We have 17 damage there. I really don't want to end in Wrath here. I mean, I can do this and then block another 5, going to 13 again 18. So we take 5 to secure the lesson learned next turn. Given we're going to be vulnerable, we do need to finish the fight next turn. The other line is like Miracle Scroll and do things and play not around. I think we just, yeah. Third Eye is the only interesting one here. I don't want a second Crush Joints. I might take, like, I'll take an Indignation maybe as a second source of vulnerable. Not sure on that. I definitely don't want a second Bowling Bash. I don't think I want a second Crush Joints. I don't know if I want this Third Eye. Pretty good. But it's sort of like, Scry is very nice, and it's very nice with Lesson Learned and Scroll. As first Scry. I kind of want a cut more than I want a Third Eye, but this also says 7 block in it, and I've got a card. Yeah, I've talked myself into it. There's nothing I want to upgrade more than I want to lift. Like, this is nice, this is nice, this makes this easier to land, but there's nothing that I think is key. So we're going to just do the lift and assume that we don't need to rest at this floor. We have healing, we have strength, we have draw, we have stance change, we have damage cards, we have scry, we have a fortress, we have front load block. This is about as good as a deck gets coming out of Act 1. I think we just do this. That's not bad. I think we scry that away. Actually, let's scry all 3 of those. And then throw that. I don't think we miracle to deal 8. Yeah. I'm going to Vigilance before Eruption more for the purpose of shuffling it in for when I scroll afterwards. I'm also going to shuffle that in. And I'm going to Simmering Fury, Strike Plus, and then this is now in good range, but we've got the extra 2 draw, so we can kill one of them with this and one of them with this if we're, like, really desperate. We're not really desperate. Okay, we've got the lesson learned, so we kill, and we kill. Very good. You would have bought that rush down without thinking. I mean, it was 3 gold over. It was 3 gold. We were on 90. Oh, wait, no. No, we weren't. Yeah. Yeah, no, we could have afforded it. It was remove or under. But yeah, I just think the Empty Mind is more stronger with the Simmering Fury. I think just it goes better with these 2 cards. And it's still a very, very good card. This is Prostate Crescendo Skip. I don't ever take this Protect. Prostrate's like... It's scaling if you have draw, but you don't have this. But like we have a Gurya and a Fortress. Surely I don't want to prostrate. I don't believe we need to rest here. I don't think any of these are better than Lift. Still. Just do this. I'm going to save the scroll. And now we have damage here. Just kill Slimbo straight. We just take the Vault card because it says Vault on it and it's against not Scroll. Holy Water is good with Scroll. Dripper is good with Meat. It's kind of, do I want setup or do I want energy? Is generally the question of this against a real energy relic. And Dripper with Meat is not a significant enough downside to worry about the downside. It's basically, like, this isn't 100% free energy, but it's close enough. Like, I do generally like this more when I've got Scroll, but what I'm scrolling into is Fortress and Vault. We've not actually got, like, other powers. We've not got other ways to, like, set up. And the more things you've got to set up, if you've got something like a Scroll, the better this is. This is good for getting things in play in the first cycle, but if you've not got that much... Holy Water is at most +1 energy on a Scroll, turning comparison to Dripper. I mean, yeah, but it's also, like, it gives you control of, like, giving you the burst energy, but I just don't think it's just better here. Like, there's absolutely plenty of decks where I go, I just want the burst energy, but I think this Dripper's just better here. I mean, we've lifted twice. We've already got 2 lifts. Eruption upgrade, Scroll upgrade, Fortress upgrade. These are like the most key upgrades you can get. We can probably upgrade the Vault. We'll get the Vault upgraded. We've got a lesson learned to upgrade everything as well. This is effectively upgraded because of this. Like, at the moment, the upgrades I care about are these 2. And, like, we've got 2 acts. We go to this node, I think, because I just think this is better than going through here. Like, we've got the Ultra Protection, but I don't really massively want Bite with me. I don't really want Apps on Watcher at the moment, just with how I'm playing her. Necronomicon's okay, but it's not exactly great, because it adds a curse. And I think I'd go to this node and decide. I'm slightly scared of some of the advanced hallways, but I think I just go here, and then it's like we can do... I think we probably just aim for this. And then we've got a late shop rather than an early shop. I think this deck's probably okay with that. And we're always I think we're always doing the 13 block. I think we just Eruption and do this. I'm quite happy to spend this for 5 HP at any point in the that once I'm in meat range. This hand sucks. Do we third eye or do we strike? I think we third eye. Those are good. I don't want to shuffle that defending. We could lesson learn here, but that doesn't seem right. I think I'd rather progress the fight. Because it'll be like lesson learn third eye. I mean, hopefully on the third eye we'll be able to get rid of these two. I could just Vigilance Simmering Fury. I think that's fine. I think that's a little better than the third eye and things, because it gives us just more energy next turn. As what to go with the draw. I want this dead. Well, not down. What did the lesson learn hit? Another strike, that's fine. The Tantrum card with Gurya. I think that might be good. I might just Eruption Volt, you know, rather than do the scrawly thing. That fight went well. We just take the Strength Potion over one of these. I'll have a look and a think in a moment. I don't want his Weave, right? Only Third Eye speaking for it. We've not got a Foresight. We've not got a Cut. We've not got a Talk to the Hand. These are just skips. Strength Potion. I mean, both of these are pretty mediocre potions. This has some high roll outs with Volt, but I think we've got enough draw. I do want to hit these. So it's the question of 1 event, 2 event, or 3 event. I mean, I don't think it's 1 event. I don't think it's 3 events. Because I said there's not that many I want of the, like, variable ones. But we do want... I'll take 2. Ooh. A defend or a strike? I mean, surely with Go, you would just remove a second defend. Do we actually remove here? One of the advantages of remove is it means that they're less likely to be hit by lesson learned. What have we got for blocking? We've got a third eye, vigilance, plus 2 defense. I think I might remove a strike now. I mean, I could upgrade Orpha to remove, but, like, it only does 3. I think I like the remove more here. I'll get rid of a strike. We'll get rid of a defend minus next. But that was really good high rolling, so we don't hunt Forgotten Altar. We just go. We've got 2 removes off like 2. We've got 2 removes for 75 gold off 2 floors. Our deck has improved a lot, and we just use that to get stronger. We don't kill this with the Bowling Bash. We do this, 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 this. We could have actually Strength Pot killed, but, like, we've got meat. This 45, this just kills. Controversial, but I think strengths on the Watcher character might be good. Sorry about that. Had a thing I needed to reply to. Yeah, underrated take. We just take the flex pot over this. Talk to the hand might be good here. Sanctity, or I think all of these are pickable. Spirit Shield's probably the worst. Sanctity's better when you have energy, but I don't think we massively need the draw on this. Not with the Empty Mind and the Simmering Fury. If we didn't have all three of these, it would be better. Talk to the hand with, like, Tantrum Bowling Bash. Like, it's probably good enough with the Tantrum being green. I think this is good enough. Yeah, I'm going to take that. I think I'm just going to do this, not play the Empty Mind this turn. Like, we've got some setup done, so, and, like, yeah, here. I think I'm going to Strength Pot this fight. This is better than this. We keep those. We'd probably kill next turn with, like, the Tantrum and these. It's not quite killing, and then this does kill. Turn 1 energy, sometimes pretty good. Wheel Kick's interesting. We have a lot of turn 1 energy between this and the... Mostly from that, actually. Just from this. Do I need this Wheel Kick? It's one of those things that I take very early and I take very late. But I feel like I don't take in this phase. Because, like, early 15 damage is good. Late, draw 2 while also doing something else is very good. But I don't think I need more draw. I think I need removes more than I need draw. Like, I want an inner piece, absolutely. I do want another source of draw, and I want another source of calm. Are the two things I most want. An inner piece does both of those. But I think just not having middling attack cards, like... I don't want attack cards that aren't Tantrum, basically. Tantrum's the only attack card I want to have in my deck now. And I think we do take the fire over this, is that correct? What's the fire doing? It's Vault upgrade? I mean, our deck's probably all going green anyway, so we could just, like, window shop, and then if we don't take this, we just get our upgrade back in the hallway. Yeah, we can just get the upgrade in the hallway instead. This Apo's actually bad. It just doesn't do anything. I think this is very premium. The Foresight's very good as well. So it's Foresight against Horncleave. Well, it's Foresight remove against Horncleave, and there's also a Flash of Steel with Strength Talk to the Hand. Is that too much? No, we could get all three of those. Is that better than Horncleave? Because this Flash of Steel's gonna say 9 damage, 3 block on it, plus any ninja relics we find. I don't think I want the second talk. I'm certainly not buying a second talk. I don't want talk, I don't want Apo. The Tranquilities may be okay, but I think I can get better than an unupgraded Tranquility I spend money on. Like, I'll buy an inner piece for sure. I'll buy a Meditate for sure. I think Foresight covers, like, that I don't have a Rushdown or an inner piece a bit. And I think I remove this Strike minus before I remove the Defense. I want to get more of the underwhelming attacks out. But I think I removed defense before Bowling Bash, at least if they're not green. Is this flash better than leaving? Because the main thing is we're going to be at what? 130, 140, 150. We should be able to buy a relic here, or we can definitely buy a remove here, and we could buy a relic here if we leave. Like a common or shop relic. I mean, I'd obviously take a flash from, like, Sensory Stone, but I'm not convinced I take a flash, like, buy a flash at full price here. I think second remove is better than flash, yeah. Um, this vulnerable would be 13 each, so 39. 39, 51, or 27, add 15, 42. I don't think we need to flex pot this one, so we can save this. I just Tantrum Volt. Save the scroll, save the things. Maybe keep the Eruption and don't Tantrum here. Oh no, wait, we went into the thing. And we draw the lesson learned and we kill. Didn't even need to scroll. Would be nice to take, like, another damage. Another 2 damage, but whatever. Defend Plus is a good card. We take the Inner Piece. This is the card I've been begging for ages. This is probably better than Skip, but the Inner Piece is what I want. I think we just need to Empty Mind. This is bad hand. Wow. So, cards that would have been better to draw. This one. Basically everything except this and this. Good thing we have the meat, huh? This is how much block? 17. Do I just kill here? Wait, does Tantrum even kill? No, it doesn't. Oh, wait, it probably does. 28. No, it doesn't. This adds 12 block, but adds 24 damage, so obviously not worth playing. We just, like, Lesson Learned an Eruption, and that will kill, so... The Snake Plant enemy. so fun. The Vault upgrade really matters. I said Sanctity is about on par with Skip, like obviously worse than what we took. But the draw is less important now we've got Inner Peace. I want to get this removed. Also kind of want the strikes removed. I don't want the Perseverance or the Swivel. I don't think I want Sanctity here. We lift over any of these upgrades. Foresight and Inner Peace are the best, but we can just lift. And we're now scared and want to dodge. Great dodging. I should have done that in a different order to end on a skill for Crush Joints if it mattered, but... Right, this needs to die very soon. But we can just kill everything this turn. We're much better off now. We take 3 Tranquility. As I said. Wait, do we? With Inner Peace and Empty Mind we do. I was saying maybe we don't because we found the Inner Peace, but then it can draw. As in, 3 because it doesn't cost and because the lesson learned will upgrade it. Is this membership card good? It feels very weird to not go into a shop where you can afford membership card Mental Fortress and buy that. This would have been very, very good, but I don't want this Wish. Wish is for 3 strengths, which we already have. Because we can't afford this and the remove, but we get the remove later. Also the Fortress, like, surely I just buy a discount Fortress, even with Fortress plus Talk to the Hand. With having, like, Scroll, Vault, and T-Set. I'm just going to do that. Oh, we could have afforded that over the thing. I don't think I buy another Empty Mind. I'll take one for free, but I don't think I'd buy one here. Yeah. Well, this kills one. 14 times 4 is 56. This is 52. 20. Well, these just surely those kill. Surely those kill. 32. Yes. Hey, Tranquility is green. Prostrate is already green. I don't think that's better than what we've got. We're gaining more draw, and we do have the Foresight, but at the same time, like any card you add that's good with draw is also like taking away from the draw you have. I don't think we have any need for the mantra. Because we have a Tantrum and another Rattle, so we've got so much like ways to scale our damage with our strength. A big thing about like mantra is I like it a little more with like Wallop. Or I like it in runs which are struggling for Wrath. Or like have draw but not the energy. These are the times I take the Prostrate. Yeah, we just leave. Is there an upgrade that I care about? Like, as in I manually do over recalling so that I know that it's done. Empty Mind's probably the best of these. Like, this is 2 to 3. This is 2 to 3, but this is immediate, which I think it matters more. Like, turn 1. We want cards that draw turn 1 with this. We want cards that draw turn 1 with this. So this is definitely done over this or this. And I think this is done over this because we don't naturally start in Calm. So if we don't start in Calm, this isn't actually draw. So we upgrade the empty mine manually here. Yeah. Play that. What are we gonna be doing? We're gonna scroll this turn. We have so much energy. So we're gonna do Miracle Foresight Scroll, which is still gonna have us on 5 energy after this. We want to end in Karma. We're gonna play this Mental Fortress. So 1. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we just get rid of that defend. I'm gonna Inner Piece here. And then we do Mental Fortress, Eruption, Talk. We do Vigi over, like, Simmering Fury Defend. Yeah, we've lifted a lot. But, like, we went for a fire-heavy Act 1 path with a... I wanted to take the Burning Elite out, but also get my upgrades and have the ability to rest if needed. And then we found Meat on the Bone and Gurya, which was like, well, we don't need to rest and we can lift. But we did 2 lifts there, and then like we even dodged this fire, which could have been a lift, just on a we get the upgrades from the lesson learned. So we've like got all the upgrades from the lesson learned. So it's very free to do it. I think I want to play this. No, I'm just gonna do that. It is attacking, but we can do this, this, Volt. I mean, we didn't need to. We're going to ditch that lesson learn. Tantrum again. Just split it already. We keep those, and we ditch those. And then we Inner Piece, and we go for doing a lot of damage next turn, and thingamajigging afterwards. We empty mine first. Then we Eruption. I mean, the Crush Joints doesn't matter, because it's going to, like, lose it. So we're just doing the Tantrum again, and the Vigilance and Simmering Fury. We're just going to stance for... and we draw the lesson learnt because we have the foresight. Is Ancient Pot plus this just winning? I mean, we click the second vault. Ancient Pot plus one of these just wins, right? Because this can either be Heart Block or it can be we get 8 strength in, like, Heart or something. We just take that. We don't need 2 flex pots with having Gurya. We could Sozu here. Sozu, Collar, and Cage are all acceptable. What would I cage? Defend minus, Strike plus? Like, Strike is worse than Bowling Bash and Crush Joint, so... Energy, like, plays, but we've not got Insane Draw, which is making me think maybe I do removes. Remove the energy on Watcher is like... If you can draw a lot, that you're happy spending your energy on your basics, then the energy is just better. But if you can't draw enough, I mean, like, the basics aren't that bad because this says 12 damage plus, like, Wrath Vulnerable. So Rushdown takes are already infinite. Yeah, but the Empty Mine's done so much work, and we farmed more in Act 2 than I think the Rushdown gets to. I don't think it's ever Sozu here. Like, we can just find... Like, these potions are fine for Act 4, but, like, maybe there's ideas if we find a potion belt, maybe Time Eater. I just don't think... I don't think we're struggling in hallways enough that we ever take this over the collar. Like, I think the hallways are just free enough. It's just basically, is the cage better? I mean, the cage on this is very good, and the cage on this is pretty good. Because then it's, like, these 3 cards get upgraded. I mean, so also this one, I guess. I think we're basically GG already. We don't need Rushdown to win. I mean, we take Rushdown if we see it, but, like, we have at least 10, possibly 12 Fortress. We have a Talk Plus. We have a Tantrum Plus with Talk Gurya. We have Double Volt. We have Scrawl. We're going to be on good energy. We have Vulnerable. Like, we just do so much damage. Like, you saw, we killed the champ. Was it turn 3? It's not about going infinite here. It's just about, like, having the max power. Fires are bad for us, by the way. Turn 4, but for lesson, yeah. Yeah, lethal on turn 3, but ignored it so I could lessen. Yeah, that. But yeah, like, you know, that should be kill Time Eater in 5 turns. I think this shop is good, but I think fires are not great. I think we mostly want, like, hallways. I think this shop, and then we, like, decide here if we want another shop. And we just take two elites. I mean, there's not even a 3 elite path anyway, is there? There's a couple of sketchy hallways, but... I mean, this just kills something. Not even in Wrath, and we just do 60 to a thing immediately. We'll just play that. I'm hoping we just, like, kill next turn. We need to ditch 2 cards so that we can lessen. I mean, actually, we've got Scroll as well. You're only worried that we, on Heart Blocks, we don't dance that much. I mean, we have double Fortress, and we have 2 Vaults, and we have a Talk Plus, and a Thin Deck. If I take an energy, we click cut, but I think without energy, we don't. I don't think I take an Empty Fist, even if it's green at this stage. I want another Inner Piece for a Fear No Evil. Oh, there's a Rushdown. We just remove the last strike, I think. It does say 12. It does say 1836 damage, but these relics are not it. I think a remove's still pretty good. Just remove the last strike. I do quite like having, like, 1 or 2 cards that say block. And by the 1 or 2, I mean Vigilance, Third Eye, and I like this defend more than this strike because we've got this and this and this and this. Like, we're not worried about drawing damage over block cards now, so... What events would I like? Idle Event. Sensory Stone. Because how many upgrades have we got left to do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Real cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 real cards. Several of which say stance or draw on them. There's a point at which this gets removed now that we have the thing. Yeah, 11 with lesson, but like, you know, the lesson's gonna kill itself soon. I'm trying to decide how many of these events we want. Because the Golden Island event is very good for us with this shop open. Mind Bloom is a rare relic. Double Orb Walkers is a rare relic. I don't think we take all three of these. So I guess let's go this one, then this one. Does this just kill? We're just gonna, like, play that next turn. I guess that. We have no draw here, so I think we don't, like, play the Tantrum. Like, we could kill with Tantrum into Eruption, but I want to learn this lesson over this 2 HP. I will play one of these. You have an undergrad with you for microscopy, so you can't just watch stream while an undergrad's shadowing. Understandable. I think we skip this. I don't want second Foresight. I don't want Nirvana. Like, we've got the Foresight third eye, but I don't think I'm not worried about the block there. I don't want this. I mean, this is so much money, but also... This is so much money, but, like, we don't have a shop till here. Or here. I mean, that's still 100 gold. Do I take another event, because that was a shrine? I mean, we can always dodge this one. Lose Bowling Bash? That seems good. We take this just in case we see an Empty Mind. No, wait, we just upgrade Rushdown, right? Yeah, we just upgrade Rushdown now. No, we upgrade Vault first. We'll recall at this one, or upgrade Rushdown at this one and recall. I'm going to take this extra one, I think. This is kind of scary. Huh? We save the Tranquility so we can use the 12 Fortress next turn. Also, this is insane. I mean, we just Vigilance, and that's 24 block, right? I don't want to Vault with this. I want to, like, just find things, but we've got a really good hand next turn, or in the thing. Like, there's things that could have been played there, but... thanks for the follow, Mr. Killer Shot. We're going to Inner Peace, then Tantrum. Vigilance, Eruption, Vault. I'm not going to worry about lesson learned in this fight. They say immediately before, like, landing it. Rare relics. These might be good, you know. Oh, we skip this. I can't really see that many things that aren't a skip. Is it just Rushdown that's left to upgrade? Just the Rushdown that's left to upgrade. We'll do this, this, this. Play that one there, this one, then the scroll. We can fortress tantrum that one down. Talk here, then vault. We are cheating so much. This is 48. We're slightly not damaging here, so... we need to actually kill that. That's not lesson learned, so we third eye it. And this kills? Thought so. I don't want another talk, right? It's like okay-ish. I'm just worried about turn 2 of Spear and Shield on taking this. We want it turn 1 of Heart. We want it turn 1 of Time Eater. We want it against Awakened 1. Donu Decker are just chumps. I mean, to be honest, so's Awakened 1's also a chump. Just like, I'm actually scared of Spear and Shield. I guess if we only play 3 cards turn 1, then we can do this, and if not, we can probably, like, Vault and cheat, or Scroll and cheat, or Foresight and cheat, or something. This remove is, like, fine now. This is probably the remove over... I think this is a better remove than Defend or Crush, because of the... since we found the Rushdown and the second Vault, and the Inner Piece. Vault Pocket Watch is a crazy combo. I'm basically going, is this Torch hand actually positive? Like, how many fights do I want it in where it matters? Because I'm not at all worried about Heart here. I'm not worried about Heart. I'm worried about Time Eater, and I'm worried about Spear and Shield. We're not facing another Nemesis, which is the other thing I might be worried about. I think I'm going to do this, and then decide here, but probably go this. I definitely don't take these. It's like, this talk is so meh. We surely don't need it with double Fortress and the other one. Wow. I think I'm okay in Time Eater and Spear and Shield now as well. It's just I've had a lot of practice at throwing those fights, basically. Ditch that. We go in this turn, I think. I'm just going to play the Foresight. Actually, no. I'm going to kill that. I just don't want to deal with it. Tantrum does not get played in this. We obviously don't take 2 volts, and I don't actually think we take the lesson yet. Does Eruption go first? I don't think it does. Yeah. Thought not. I meant the thingamajig. I'm sure people know what I mean. Does the Fortress block before the spikes? Was my mental question there. Inner Piece, Empty Mind, Eruption, Crush, Lesson. Get one of them done. But have you had practice with the Spikers boss? Yeah, right? We're gonna Inner Piece, Third Eye. Ditch that. Play the Empty Mind. Crush. Eruption. Talk. This Meditate. I normally just insta-click any Meditate, particularly if I can make it green. And this does go green, because we don't have, like, the lesson is just landing on nothing now. But it is actually a real card when we're, like, because we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At 9 real cards with hand fill, we're kind of fairly reliably infinite. And we get another remove, so it's going to be 8. So, like, you factor in that there's 2 statuses added, and we can actually just have our hand just goes full and then we're infinite. I think that's good enough reason to not take Meditate. I'm really skipping a Meditate, but we've got double Volt and we're borderline infinite. This hand is bad. We actually lose this because we only block the thing, so we may as well do the third eye. That's very good. We don't take that, but those are very good. We do this, this. Lose 1 on the things. That's fine. We Fortress. I guess we Tantrum there. Then Eruption there. We Tranquility, Empty Mind before we do anything more. We can, like, Crush, Fortress Vault, or we can Vigilance Vault, or, like, Fortress Vigilance Miracle Vault. I want to just cheat this, like, fight. I don't think I'm, like, at all worried about it. This actually just kills 1, so... Scroll. Do that. Now we can Inner Peace Eruption a bit. And then we Volt again. We've still got the wounds here, so this deck isn't, like, reliably infinite. Those are all good. That plays. Inner Peace. We Tantrum. We Vigilance. We Eruption. We just Simmering Fury. Empty Mind. Fine. Surely we're going to kill here. We didn't even need to land that. Holy. These are funny. I feel like Cut Plus and Mental Fortress are actually bad here. I feel like these are both bad. One thing I've been learning from, like, both better players, and first I've heard it, like, credited to Zeknar, although this isn't just Zeknar who says it, but is that overscaling is a big reason for bricking. And this is an experience I've been having particularly on Defect, and I've been trying to cut down the amount of how much I focus on my scaling, unintended on the focus. But I think that overscaling, and, like, overscaling does make the things easier to play once you're set up. So, like, you block for 18 every stance change, makes it easier to just play and just not worry about your block. But also, if you're blocking 12 every stance change, you should already be feeling that. And, like, I've also got the talk. This is so much block between these three. And we've got, like, a Foresight. We're basic. We're borderline infinite. We've got like a couple of other tools to block. So we're just looking for consistency and to not brick turn 2, particularly in Spear and Shield. So, like, I think this is better than this, and this is still bad. So yeah, I'm skipping. Take the event. We take the Rise because of the memory. It's hard to brick with 2 volts, pocket watch, and scroll, but it's not needed after the removes. Yeah, exactly. Like, the not needed is a big part. Is Defend or Simmering Fury worse here? It's probably still Defend, but Simmering Fury, I think, gets removed over, like, Third Eye or Crush. If we don't face any more Spikers, Tantrum Eruption is just enough Wrath, now that we've got the Rush down. I've been saying I would click every shard in Pride Month, but I think this is so late it doesn't count. And I'm going to claim that. We go to the fight anyway, just for, like, gold. Thanks to follow Wowie Yao How. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. We do the energy thing. So we're doing that, this. We do the Miracle Crush Joints, and we Foresight before this scroll. I mean, I'm going to play this anyway, but it doesn't actually hit anything. Wallop again, overscaling. Very strong card with Goya and Energy, but we don't need it. Well, we're going to play that. Vigilance. Miracle Scroll. Get these played. We just want the powers. Play that. Have 3 cards next turn for the Pocket Watch. Tank this on the Helix. Right, what's it doing? Multi-hit. So we're going to do Empty Mind, Inner Peace, Third Eye here. I guess we'll... Or... Maybe we do Empty Mind, Tantrum, Third Eye? I mean, I don't care about changing the thing as long as... Because we're pocket watching. So I just want to get 36 block out of the thing and end in peace. So I do want the Tantrum in the draw. And this does damage. Again, intent first. I think we leave the Vault here. Slimed, Vigilance. We could play 5 next turn, this is fine. I want to split here. I want to split and Vault. One. 2. We can play the Talk here. Vigi, no, we'll do Vigi, Empty Mind. And then we Crush over the Vault, because we've blocked anyway. We leave that. We leave that. We just enter the inner piece. And we play Slime. Inner piece, Slime, Slime. This improves our deck, which is what matters for this second phase. We don't need that. Talk. Tantrum. Vigi. Crush. Tantrum. Just keep going. We've got exits, so... Did I play the lesson learned yet? We just kill here. Okay. Perfect the time eater without using a potion. This is probably actually easier than Donu Decker. We're just gonna like play a couple of things and then Vault. I might even just play this and then Vault. We could Eruption Crush. I don't want a Miracle Crush. Let's just get the deck thinner. We probably can skip Foresight this fight. I'm not really sure it matters. We could Simmering for Revolt. We could just Vault because we've got the extra Pocket Watch draw if we do that. Now let's Inner Peace Vault. Fortress, Fortress, Empty Mind. Tantrum. I want to not end in Wrath. We just Vigi and Lit stop, I think. Rather than, like, play the Miracle and keep going. We've used our Vaults, so I want to sort of hold the Scroll and hold the Helix. Open with this. We've got things in the drawer, so we can do this. I'm kind of just not gonna force Infinite right here because we don't need to. That's just under 60. That's 56. There's 15 times 4 is 60, so really like that. It's fine. I mean, it's very hard to have a look at our draw and go, oh, that's not fine, but... keep going. We've got 11 cards left, one of which is Miracle, one of which is Scroll, one of which is Foresight. So we do go in. We do go Infinite. Just feel like we have a brick available. Oh, not with the Foresight though. And we're just Infinite here now. Yeah, I could have gone infinite earlier, but I kind of was in the... I wanted to double check it. Again, same reasons. We'd probably take Lantern, because why not? What about Melange? It's not the worst. Is Jukepot bad? Do I like care about this? This helps me kill Spear and Shield, so yes. I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't need it anymore. Between Pocket Watch and Rushdown, that's just irrelevant now. Go on any of these. Anything here? I just buy a relic, right? This is 2 HP. This is maybe 2 HP in heart. This might make turn 1 setup easier. In heart only, because we've got this for Spirit and Shield. On the assumption we're not trying to watch. It's like... I'm just going to click that. I don't really think what I buy there matters as a decision. Just Vigilance Third Eye. We don't actually want that or that. And I think I just end turn, not Vault. Is that true? I mean, what if we just go in, though? What if we just Vault and just go in, not even letting this add 2 burns? Ditch these ones. Hey, more strength. Also, 20 damage. 5 HP is probably more pertinent. I don't think we click this Fear No Evil. We just don't need it. Just play the 3 that's set up. Then Glug. We can Foresight Vault. I think that's better than... Or we could, like, Eruption Vigi and keep going. What if I just Eruption Vigivault and that just blocks this turn? We can play this for that. We'll take the damage to play the Fortress, I think. Slimed. Bolt. Keep those. We're just, like, trying to get set up here. Tranquility first, then the Rushdown, then the Tantrum. Third Eye. Ditch all of these. Miracle Scroll. We can ditch that for now. We're not going to worry about this yet. I do want to get this played. We're just infinite here. We're infinite once we do this. Got 9 cards, so as long as we fill our hand once, we're... We need to do that to get to this. I feel like we are infinite, it's just I'm not playing it right. And it doesn't massively matter. I'm going to crush, actually, because that just holds the thing. This adds a draw. This is net draw 4, and now we're infinite. Get into mine first. Gonna do a very important thing here of throwing this fire potion. So crucial for that. Yeah, GG. Kind of insanely strong Act 1 relic bar. Come on. Do some loading. Like, we just got these two and used that. The Act 1 pathing, I think, was, like, really good decision making. Also, like, 250 gold. Find a lesson learned. Find a lesson learned in the shop. But there's some, like, good things to not skip here. There's some good things to not skip. Like, the bowling bash was very good, even though I was happy to see it removed here. The simmering fury was very good, even though we removed it. Yeah, I think, like, this surprise shot, this rushdown is interesting, but I generally just don't like rushdown with simmering fury in Act 1. It just doesn't do things in Act 1, and it doesn't do things in early Act 2 unless you're infinite. So, because we're only looking at, we've got one remove at this point, I do think when you've got a deck that's this size, burst draw, particularly with stance change, I do think this was correct over this. And I think the forcing infinite, it's harder from that point. Because, like, at this point, like, you don't have those relics. You don't have the meat on the bone and Gurya that you say are carrying you through Act 2. Because without the meat on the bone and the Gurya, you don't get to play Act 2 like this. And Rushdown is not a good card in early Act 2. Like, it's a good card. It's an insane card later, but it's just not that doing enough in early Act 2. And we've already got a thing that we need to be, like, playing around and landing, and we need to manipulate our draw for. And I think this is just better on this floor. I've not had lunch yet today, so I'm going to raid out and go away. Hi, Mera. You have missed the run. I am going to leave now. I unlucky on that side. But, yeah. I've been streaming quite a lot lately, but just short stream today because I saw no one on, so thought I'd go, okay, yeah, cool, I'll play a run quickly. But yeah, thanks all for watching, and catch you again soon.